So we're on now, but it doesn't provide the link.
Did you already? I'm finding out for myself right now just to see what he is to.
YouTube page, like YouTube page. So that's what we need. So email that across to them. Yeah. Sweetie pie? Nervous, me? It's just no, man. This is nothing serious. No, I haven't actually. No, I've been finishing my emails and whatnot. Yeah, but we're just setting up a YouTube video and everything, so it's live. Yeah, but what I'll do is then I'll email you through the link. Yeah. Right, how much do you want to get? 10 million next. Is that all? That's a disappointment. Just yeah. Yeah, alright, okay. You great pick.
Okay. Hello?
Yeah, guys, have you got that? I'll just send you the link through.
Okay.
Yeah.
I won't.
Yeah, I'll send it to you now.
Then begin to generate my site. Plus 25.
Yeah, we're just setting everything up for the video. Cambridge. Yeah, no, we're on Google Hangout and whatnot. But I've just sent you the YouTube link. Yeah, you got it? Yeah, well, people are going to be, people are arriving at 5, and then once everyone's here, then we start copying it up on side. Okay. That's what we say. Intense. Intense. Yes, intense.
You want to start off on today?
Yeah, that was something that happened to me yesterday. So, because of Yeah, because I've been discussing with that as I went on today, because a lot of people are starting to think I'm NXTCoin and I'm not, and it's now starting to grab up and compete with NXTCoin platform. So I've got to start differentiating. I've got to put something in place so that someone is next, and that's it. Alright, yeah, somebody else now. They think I'm next point. I'm the developer. They think I'm the mastermind behind fucking next. Do you hear me, guys?
Yeah. Oh, it's nice to see.
Yeah, and then I come out with the text points in our platforms. That's global domination, mate. That's not good. Right, so I've sent you that link, so you'll have to have it shared about and whatever else.
Yeah. I just taking my blockchain.
Okay. Bart Finnegan. Did you hear me, Tom? Bart Finnegan. I said all Americans are gay. Yeah, he says yes. No, because he just got on to check that you can hear the video. The audio on the YouTube thing.
There are 2 viewers on the.
Yeah. So what we do is we just minimize this one because so yeah, this is actually the case with the
It's heavy.
You need to invite QTBC on the Skype.
You want me to invite her?
Yeah, she's just asking me for the Hangout link so she can get on the call, but that we're not doing the Hangout for things that's too crap, we're only doing the live broadcast that way.
Okay. YouTube.
Za piast za distance. Here you go. Check this out.
I'm fine.
Who's that ugly bugger? Who's that ugly bugger?
So how do I become the next point of contact then?
Because I can trust you to get the update. So you're not going to walk into so much chat.
This is, yeah, because Google Hangout is so many.
Okay, all right. So I was trying to set up for the Google Hangout. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are live streaming it already on YouTube. So,
Elizabeth,
Yes, I
on the point contact page, above my name, can you put that to text coins now logo? As I do the next logo.
yeah. Where am I going to get that logo link?
Off the website, text coins now.
Okay. You
Yeah.
got a backup going?
Because otherwise it says I'm next.
Yes, I'll look there now.
I've just had a phone call of someone saying I am the developer of Next, I'm the man behind Next. I've just got a phone call actually whilst Baz is on the line about that.
Okay, I'm not hearing well. We don't have a good connection.
Do you hear me now?
I can hear you now, but I cannot go to your website. Text coins now.
Why?
I'm on
TXT,
the screen.
I'm on it now. Hang on.
Yeah.
No, it's working.
No, it's not.
It's hosted in Russia or something.
No.
It's been like this for a couple of days.
No, right, do info.txtcoinsnow.com.
Info.
Yeah, info.txtcoinsnow.com. Because it's being diverted up to the info because there's a new website going up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this one is working well, and I will get your logo right now. Is your dexfoundation.im website working for you?
You weren't meant to tell Baz.
what?
Nothing.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't even pay attention. So.
It's a surprise.
Okay.
But I've actually told you now. Next NXTFoundation.im.
It's working on a couple of my browsers and a couple it's not. I think it's a cache issue. So if you could check it out.
Yeah, no, I'm on it now.
Announce it.
Yeah, I was just making a joke about Owen's picture actually. That's why I noticed about that logo.
I'm sorry, what?
I said that's why I noticed about the logo next to my name.
Oh, I did see it.
Yeah, so you just need to change that. Projects to that.
It's still pulling up your main page.
Well, I've just opened it here and I'm on like snail speed internet.
Yeah, well, that's fine. This kind of propagated everywhere, and I think it's funny that it's in some browsers and not others. Probably caching. I'll look through the results.
Can I change the time?
I just need it. Juice on it.
Okay, so you won't be using Google at all, am I right?
Well, what we've done is we've set up the Google, the YouTube live channel, but not the Hangout, because when Baz was on it earlier, it was like 5 seconds delay.
Okay.
Yeah. And yes, video, yes? Not yet. For now, we don't start 5 exactly, we start it later, but at least now we can.
Might just be us at this rate.
Sorry?
Might just be us at this rate.
I took the 5 o'clock yet.
That's actually quite good.
It's 75 minutes left, isn't it? How many? I'm not here, because we might as well it was like 5 seconds delay.
So who's going to be populating the users?
Huh?
Who's going to be populating the users?
As if I was in 17, then we'll be having it up.
Yes, that.
Can you start turning on your video just to see if it does work?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
What's like that? It's just absolutely the same as it. You've got to say the same things.
We know it works, yeah.
What, the YouTube video? What, in the YouTube video?
Yeah, what's your That's the sound of it.
Yeah, that's because I've got speakers on.
I think it's integrated with the camera.
Yeah, the mic is integrated in the camera.
Yeah, I know it's a problem.
Oh, well, hey, this is.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you switch off the audio on the YouTube video, we won't hear it back over here.
No video.
Who's got the YouTube video on their computer like right now?
Huh?
Somebody's watching a YouTube channel on their computer and it's re-echoing back through the microphone.
That's the problem.
Data, have you got the channel, the YouTube channel?
Please, you guys.
Just need your microphone. Yeah, can you hear somebody's TV as well?
That's fair.
Yeah, that's better.
Sorry, I have screen all over all my monitors, and I was trying to change your logo, and didn't realize it was me.
Ah!
But it's fixed, and I'll get your logo on there for your.
working, so we get some water. Did you get that link I sent you?
Yeah, I'm just looking. Aha.
Well, I just got an SMS from someone saying, you are wearing that suit again. So I just sent him a message back saying, and it is Chicago gangster style, baby. What is it with my suit? I thought I dressed good. So what do you think of that website?
One moment. Just looking. Oh, yeah, hello. Doing 3, 5, 6, one time. This is nice.
Yeah.
You did it.
If you're talking about that one, yes, I did. I mean, yeah, the nextfoundation.im, yes, I did.
Nice.
With some collaboration and direction from Lee himself.
Are you buying a house there?
Maybe,
A mansion?
yeah,
So,
maybe in 2 years. Yeah.
You never know, the government here might just say, hey, we'll let you have a holiday home. Please come.
But they might invite us.
Then I'm sweating like a monkey's ass. Right, so. But I'm going to go outside and get a bit of air because actually it's quite hot up here and I'm sweating badly and I don't want my armpits being sweaty.
Yeah, that's what signs so people know where to come. Some signs I'm downstairs, so I can always come upstairs. So people standing sorry, you are? Jason. Jason. This is me.
Yeah, you met me.
Everyone's met me, I think so. Yeah. This has been a while.
I haven't met you there, birthday. So, who else is Dave? Even Dave going to be on the call then?
He is trying to make it, but doesn't know yet if he's going to make it. He's picking up the ticket from school, so. It goes well. Unicorn is going to be very over well.
See, we got next time, let's try it. That's that talk. Some happen once the next talk.
Hello, again,
So some again, some saying with the young boys, yeah. Yeah, this all there is the shoe colours are. I think actually it's like the green from the champions or something.
yeah.
What's the same? Just like
What? Oh, yeah, it's fish on boat. What's the basis?
Actually, a racist thing, actually. Yeah, if you have any weight on them, it's not even to that shoes. But I think that's it's too much. World Championships and things like this.
Someone's making more and noise.
I don't even bet. Where do you think we're coming from? I think we might get to it. It's more like a sneak into Yes. Of course, yes. What's that? You know each other. So we will schedule to start at now. It's I already talked with the room. Is coming in. Still okay. Is the data drop off?
Exactly, things like that.
I'll get them off. We know what's it does. Yeah, I'm going to study.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a little.
Me?
Yeah. It's going to be a big school.
Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Most of the people who are new are coming right here, so I'm just going to get started with a little bit of an intro before we launch into the NXTCoin stuff. As you may have noticed, one great thing about having so many people from diverse backgrounds in the room is that it was nice sitting there and watching all the conversations happen, rather than everyone sitting and waiting for it to start. What I'm trying to do with this seminar is to introduce NXTCoin to the Isle of Man. NXTCoin is a cryptocurrency, and again, by having spoken to people coming into the room, I'm not going to go into the whole what's a cryptocurrency, spiel, but again, we have problems with that coming back later. We was going to propose a swear jar, so someone says Bitcoin when you go to the swear jar, I do a good job. So, we've got a number of different segments today, and you may have noticed a Skype up on the board over here. We have a couple of people joining us who are actually off island, and we can get them to come in at the right times. And we're also recording the session, so if you have any problems with that, cover your faces so people won't recognize you. But before we kick off, I just wanted to mention we've got someone from GoldCoin in the room. It's Steve and Eric. Not sure which is Steve. Steve. And they tell me that they're going to introduce NXTCoin on the platform. Do you want to come to us about it? Sure. We'd like to introduce GoldCoin.
So I'll start by talking about GoldCoin a little bit. And I'm going to use the Bitcoin word quite a bit because that is the invention, and the invention of Bitcoin is what has enabled cryptocurrencies and the invention of all these other coins as well. So Bitcoin is still the one that gets a lot of the press, but there are certainly features of other coins that we find very attractive. So my company, GoCoin, think of Go as the verb. You can go with any coin that you want to. So we are a payments platform that enables merchants and operators to take Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin, and soon NXTCoin payments as a payment method on their websites. So think of us as sort of the gateway where you have the choice of paying with Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, or GoCoin. GoCoin will allow payments in any of these digital currencies. So we do sort of a unique model in that we insulate merchants and operators from any of the risks associated with the digital currencies as well as volatility risk. And so we pay them in fiat currency. So we take the coins in on behalf of the merchant, and then we turn around and remit back to or settle the payment back to the merchant in fiat currency. And we also give them the ability, if they do want to have some of the potential upside of the coins, we'll let them split that, whether they want 50% coin, 50% currency, or anywhere along that scale. So it could be 10%. We typically recommend that our merchants, if they have the ability to keep at least 10% in digital currencies, as opposed to all of it, because those of us that are long on coins in general. So anyway, getting on to next, which is the topic of conversation tonight. One of the reasons that we decided to accept Next is, number one, they've reached an acceptable level of liquidity. Their community developers and community support seem to be hit an acceptable level. And then also I like the fact that it's proof of stake and that it's not going to burn a bunch of electricity up in order to maintain the network. So those are some of the characteristics that we liked about it. So as coins hit these levels of acceptable levels, we put it into our development cycles and we start to integrate. So the nice thing on our platform is we built it to be currency agnostic to the point where we can snap in a coin in a matter of a week. It's just a matter of getting through testing cycles and so forth. So as coins become more popular, and unfortunately some I'm sure will become less popular, we can either bring them in or out of the platform. So that's Bitcoin in a nutshell. Thanks for your time, and thank you.
I mean, we pulled you in over there because you guys actually very
Yes.
But the interesting thing listening to you over there is that one, providing a mechanism to bring retailers on board to start increasing the popularity of cryptocurrency.
That's right.
Because at the moment it's an interesting point, and it's got a cost-effective point, it's starting to get to the disruptive point, and what it needs is people to back it, people to start using it, people to start accepting it. And actually, Bitcoin is taking crypto a long way by being used a lot.
Better for us.
But it means it's become terminology that we use. You know, the fact that people use Bitcoin as being synonymous with cryptocurrency in a way is a good thing, even though it's strictly wrong. Right, so thank you for that. Now, I'd like to introduce you next to Lee. Lee's going to tell us a bit more about NXTCoin. I wonder if you can introduce our visitors also.
Okay. I'm not NXTCoin, by the way. Just makes that very clear. I'm NXTCoin now, which is a bit of similar system to what Bitcoin has, but it's much more complicated. It's much more advanced. I'll get to that a bit later. This is Baz. He's from the Next community. He does marketing, community things on F1. You've got Elizabeth who also does marketing. I don't know, Elizabeth, you there? No, I don't think so. So I'll start off with what they need to show you. Yeah. But what we were going to show you was the next wallet. So whilst we wait for one of them to get back, let's watch something else. So since I've been on the island for the past 15 days, I've been looking at what the island man can offer people for the next community. Whether it's start up businesses or offer asylum for a legal purpose. Basically, what I see for the next community is people which want to start exchanges. There's no point getting developers to come here because there's nothing for them to actually bring to the island. They're not going to get here. And they don't really need 0% capital corporate tax because of what they do is actually free. It's downloaded for free, so for them it doesn't matter. But for financial services, like GoCoin wants to do, like what I'm doing, there's also exchanges. Anything to do with finance, for cryptocurrency and crypto is what the IMF is focusing on. So we put this website up called nextfoundation.am with information for people and what NXTCoin is. But also points to contact. Well, there's Owen and myself, and there's going to be a few more people. The points of contact are basically for developers or community people of NXTCoin. So they can actually contact someone before trying to get on the plane, because the island for people will get back to the island and they're still doing their same day. Because they couldn't find the answers that they wanted, what they wanted to do to secure it. Because nothing can get forward. So the whole idea behind this foundation it's not limited, it's just an information website for community people. It's so they can find out what the island man is going to offer from what I've seen so far, what people work with next, what they can put across. Hopefully, Charlie will be helping out a bit of that. Hopefully. So on the website, you can find videos for the NXTCoin. Next news, so for example, news the next sponsor at ASO London, which is financial payment processing. So yeah, so basically, the source of which was quite a big success next one because they actually started to jump up to number 3 in the market. They've actually tripled in price due to that. What they were doing was basically trying to create a link with NXTCoin because it's very clean. It's actually, once you get that finished, I'll demonstrate the wallet. They've actually focused on developing things for financial services in a decentralized world. So it's faster payments compared to Bitcoin. lower cost in keeping the network up, where currently Bitcoin costs around $110 million a year, next costs just under $1 million. And it provides the ER to keep the network up, so it doesn't need large mining equipment as such. So it made more sense to some people in finance in London when the presentation happened, that it's a viable solution for them in the financial sector, because why would a payment processor or a bank, why would they want to use Bitcoin when it's tarnished with simple credit, for example? Because it would only mean that the regulators are already complaining about cryptocurrencies. So if you start using cryptocurrencies and regulators complaining about fraud, money laundering, etc., it means that they're going to be having more targets against them. So what I did was look at the alternative options to Bitcoin, and I found NXTCoin, because it's clean. So it enables me to introduce that as financial services, which AXO has done, and there's been 4 wire transmitting companies who like to work with Next or sending money between their users. You've got 3 payment processes which cover over £1 billion each. Their merchant clients, they now are looking into storing and using Next payments to their customers. They will provide that. So for them, they wouldn't use Bitcoin, but they're now looking to adopt Next for that one simple factor. Can they come back? You back, Baz?
Yeah. Are we on camera now?
No, we don't want to see you. Is everybody there now? Okay.
I can hear you guys.
Right, good. Okay, well, we'll get to the wallet part in a minute because my computer's updating for some reason. Alright, so I'll go to basically what I do is text coins now, text cash now. So my platform was designed 4 years ago as a bolt-on function for mobile phone networks and banks. So basically it's built for everyday use. The functions of the system is micro-payment, so you do not need internet, you do not need application, same button, you just use SMS or voice. But it also has a 2-step process or chip and pin process. So if you send a digital currency from a mobile wallet, it's up to you to password and it's open. You use your phone, so if it's your phone, they can actually put in their key address and send it to their wallet. There's no way to stop it. So basically, what we've done is bolted in a service which is our chip and pin. So if you want to send a transaction, it can be via the website, it can be via your phone, via an ATM machine, via a credit card, go external. There is a verification call, you have to put your PIN number in. If you don't have that PIN number and you don't have the phone on you, that transaction's not going to happen. So basically, yeah, so NXTCoin now, we started that in 4 years ago in the States as a bolt-on, but then 6 months ago we started to look at cryptocurrency, because we were originally going to launch NXTCoin now and do cash payments anywhere in the world for 2%, which under broke PayPal, Western Union, many other competition people. But we decided not to go with that, sell off licenses, because otherwise we'd have to apply for licenses in every country, which would have made it very difficult. So what we've done is taken away the hard work of plugging into a mobile phone network or into a bank. We've made it open, so it's flexible. So you have an escrow system which is built in. You can have fiat currency or digital currency. So let's say you're wanting to buy a boat, but you don't want to send the money to the person directly, well, you can put that in the escrow. Same with digital currency. Right now in Argentina, people are selling apartments, but they say Bitcoin. Well, you're not going to send $200,000 of Bitcoin to Argentina just because they're sending a photo of an apartment. So, lock it into an escrow. That same function actually done by your phone via SMS. So when you send money via SMS, you put the letter E in front of it, and it blocks it in the system. That's without the internet access or the application. So let's say I want to sell you my car, but I can't deliver the car until next week, but I want money now. Okay. So I'm going to send you mobile number for £3,000. So I can have that 3,000 and put the letter E. You'll get a message saying if you've just received £3,000 in escrow. Once it's confirmed that the transaction is to be, it will be released to no cash, just by simple SMS. So this is 1% escrow fees. How it works, you've got two types of accounts. You've got registered KYC account or you've got anonymous. Why anonymous? Because digital currency is anonymous. So users will not go and do something when they want to hide their identity, but they still have to use their mobile phone or their mobile number. So if they're on contract, they've done a KYC check, it doesn't matter where they are. The only ones which will not be checked need to pay and go. So it is falling under the category of being checked and not checked. So send a message. So this is the US. So you send a message into this number, you call into this number. So I put £15, person's number, and send it to that number there. Obviously the phone, I put the number in, transaction is complete. That person will then receive an SMS like this, transferred to USD number, currency get NXTCoin, date, time, go to your local agent. This can be done anywhere in the world, to any number, even landline. So if you've got a business, you can convert a business number into an account. Partners. You can see Bitcoin and Litecoin up there, but we're not adding Bitcoin or Litecoin because Litecoin actually doesn't have any development happening at the moment, so there's not really much of a community. And Bitcoin, we can't work with a lot of people with it because what we're going with big processors. They are too nervous to use the word Bitcoin. So we opted for NXTCoin as the currency on our platform. Doesn't make a lot of people happy because, especially Bitcoin Foundation, because we're not using Bitcoin. And if we do have Bitcoin, it'll be a second option. Bitcoin is actually a Romanian coin called Bitcoin. The reason why it's a very new coin, it's a copy of Bitcoin. The reason why I made it is very simple. You can actually take a digital currency and put it with a real aspect. So they have a plantation project with mahogany trees. What I've done is I've called it the tree pension. You buy a tree for $20, and in 12 years you get $136. And that coin is piggybacks onto that plantation. So when you buy a tree, you also get some points. So if you work out that you spend $20 now, you get $136 in 12 years. But if you spend $20 every month for 12 years, and then when you 12 years, you reconvert $139 so with 26 more trees. By the time I'm not ready to start, I actually get a very good pension. That's the pension I was paying the privilege or whether they call privilege English parties. Better than Scottish Widow, it's actually more or less commercial. And you actually need to buy your friend, you buy the tree, and it's essential by your financial partner. So because of that project, we decided to use that project. Many people won't understand that, but it's because the point is not something behind it. And there's a lot of other points which are behind the active for the system. But they have to have a purpose. It's I see that we can do what we like our system, and we can take it off very fast. With my system, I don't have that privilege because what I'm showing you is only one phase or 35 phases. We have site integration, which is our own site basically. There's a messaging, there's conversions, and there's a lot of functions to it. So to add and remove coins, it can take 6 weeks, maybe long, as it's just getting bigger for users. So Bitcoin, which is a company, they're like an extra. Buy and sell your coins, so you can use so-far banking. So if you're so-far banking, you might be able to somewhere else to transfer to the next banking today. Also, Bitcoin, also is the Bitcoin news.co.uk, Bitcoin news.de, and Bitcoin news. CCX is a very sleek exchange which is in Ukraine environment. Doesn't get used very much, but because this system is very flexible and robust, I thought I would take it in our system. It is because it's very fast and it's very easy to use, plus multiple payment options. And you've got price over cost, which is a little idea basically of the new cash for cryptocurrencies. So you can buy cash crypto over minutes and loading it to again. Look away, kids. Basically, NXTCoin now is micropayment, PayPal, Western Union, all up into one, but on the back of the network, which is Visa and Mastercard. So you have NXTCoin now, which is the Visa, Cash now is the version of Mastercard, and NXTCoin is the American Express version. So we had to take the Western Union philosophy to tackle this location for third world countries or second world countries and you can actually combination as even they are Western Union, which means they've got one contracts. So let's say there's another earthquake in Haiti, and somebody wants to send money to people in Haiti directly to me through a charity or some live aid function. They can see direct that person's phone number. Someone can become an agent locally there and convert those cryptocurrencies to cash flow, which cuts out a lot of the costs and delays to practice through charity organisations. So that's just one function. Moving so for example, Singapore and the Philippines, $2 billion a year. They think like they did with Western Union. With us, they'll be 1%. The other part of the system is if you can go into an ATM machine, any bank, if the bank wants to be as well. So just like you've got mobile phone credit, top up, you bank card in, top up from my phone. Same function, I can withdraw against the next time, and the ATM machine can send me next one with bank card in. Same with the POS systems are very fast terminals. Every shop becomes a point location, so it's the same doing cash track really, that's a point back. You can set crypto. By the mobile number and buy your credit card with cash over the account. So again, they don't have to hold the coin all the time. They have to sit around the advantage for them versus the coin to cash. Merchant facilities. So we've got all normal e-commerce online systems, charities, church. Tom, our associate in the States, he gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning on Sunday and goes to church. So he's very heavily involved in church and religious things. So he focuses on doing a lot of things for churches, which is actually a good thing. Because a lot of them send money to Africa, based on Africa. So you've got e-gaming. You've got rivals. In South America, you've got the guys running out second sports networks. But the guys doing that, the actual organisation, doesn't have control over that one. In this case, they can actually do now have a bit of control because what happens is that runner will have money in his account, which is with that sports betting book. He can then go to around the bar and take bets off the people, load it into his phone, and it's already there. If he's got a bank balance, gets towards the company. There's quite a lot that happens in South America. Then you've got the utility functions, so gas, electric, direct debit, whatever you need to do, that's already built in as well. But that works through cash and cryptocurrencies. So that's that part basically. If we go to here, this is Bitcoin value right now, the market cap. Then you've got Litecoin, $264 million, and Next at 61. So I go to the next screen, it will show you for the 6 months period. Now, Next started in December, I believe. They've gone again. It started out in December, so it had an $80 million market cap because it was new. Went down again, up again, but it's gone down. But in April, it started to take a slow up and down rise. It's always stayed around 2.5–3%. The point, there's 1 billion coins in circulation. Unlike Bitcoin, you need to mine them and to sustain the network. With NXTCoin, they're fully distributed, 1 million coins. So there's no mining. They call it forwarding. It's proof of stake. So you basically get a share of the transaction by keeping the network up. They distribute it to the fee. So in June, this was the build up to pay expo. So due to the pay expo, the coverage which happened after that and the associations, it had a quick spike. Afterwards it drops, but that's going to go up again. It may go up to $1 very fast in the next 6 months because of a lot of associations and partnerships happening with my platform, and because Next is a default currency, it's put further ahead, and because I'm forcing guys, which I'm working with, to use NXTCoin and not Bitcoin. So they have to stop that coin in their quota to fulfill their customers' needs. To guarantee if there's a problem, they need to have to stop, so it will push the price up. So is that back to the white area?
I think we're on the movement. So a couple of things about what we were saying over there. I think what was really interesting was the big challenge at the moment with crypto is how do we traverse from the cryptocurrency to the real world. It's great having a way of exchanging value from one place in the world to another, but I think we can actually use these in a shop, buy a coffee, so that a way of exchanging money with each other. And it just remains something that's interesting, but we can't really do something about it. So I mentioned a number of different examples of places where crypto can be used and places where crypto is actually being used. The one thing that's really interesting over here is the huge number of different currencies that exist. So all these on the left are all the different values of cryptocurrencies. The question is, how is one better than the other? Which one should I use? Where should I put my money? Which should I buy? Which should I take? These are questions everybody has at the moment. And Bitcoin is at the top of the list because they were the one who came up with the original algorithm, got the mind's eye. As you can see over there, NXTCoin is third on the list. About a currency that was created a couple of months ago. That's actually really well sounded. So what we're going to do next is we're going to be walking you through an example of what the NXTCoin wallet looks like. And I'm hoping what we're also going to do is to talk about why is NXTCoin considered the next generation cryptocurrency? What does it have that Bitcoin doesn't? What is it building on? There's a number of different terms that we have used as we were talking, and I was the previous speaker about something called proof of stake, but when people work. And hopefully we'll be covering that with those speakers also. And in the meantime, he's setting up his wallet, and let's be involved into that. Does anyone have any questions at this point?
Not the bit off the spread.
At the moment, if you're exchanging, you use something useful in exchange. So there's a number of different exchanges around the world. And one I usually use, must. So, first one is upside down.
No, BTER. BTER.
BTER?
Yeah.
Sorry? So the exchange model is basically a buy rate and sell rate, which changes all the time based on markets. Not as big as fiat currencies. It depends. So there's no spread usually you can buy and sell rates on exchanges.
It varies. Everyone's different.
You don't really want to say transfer, that's 1%.
Oh, to buy it it's on average they're like 0.2 seconds, something very, very low. It's extremely low percentage of conversion. But that's the whole point of like having points of location to make it more easy. So you still need to buy Bitcoin. You have to buy Bitcoin first, then Bitcoin, then you can go and buy NXTCoin. So what we've been working on for the past 6 weeks is reverse it around that you can just buy NXTCoin directly.
So that's, for example, is
Actually, Charlie is the best person.
They'll be buying and selling with on exchange by individuals or institutions. We want price to buy exchange take a fee of 1%. So the spread is whatever you decide to be if you want it. So if you look at it individually, just there'll be a lot of selling with mobile rates. Making that up to now that I own.
you run an exchange?
That goes along.
I could post though on your exchange of my price that's exposed to everything.
Yes. If you have comments, then you can put them on the exchange and say, here's what I'd like to tell, and then someone writes it after giving you a KYC document, and you'll verify, and you can post it on the exchange.
So you're on a platform more like actually doing the exchange.
The platform does exchange, but there's private sellers that do it on.
It's like it. So
Yeah.
on someone's side, it's 5 Where it's also X, then it's 0.037 BTC. Someone is selling, the lowest one is 9697 Satoshis. They're selling 278 X. Say it changes me, that's my board. When you get somebody who may come on just buy a lot. If you might go and take it, then it drops a lot.
It's almost like it's people who like a trading scheme rather than a classic foreign scheme.
Yeah, but I think it's so like New York Stock Exchange as opposed to NASDAQ or
Yeah.
London.
So they're just quite talented.
You actually
Universal exchange.
yeah, your audience is exposed to the market.
Yeah, that's very good.
All the best. Yeah, that answers the question. Yes, so it depends on the moment in time.
That's it.
Very good.
Internet's all pretty slow. Do you want to try and open up the
We can hand that.
virtual mic? Virtual mic.
I'm not going to find you. You know, explain what a wallet is, just so.
Okay, what it? Well, basically, next they call it the client. It's basically something you download which sort of coins in on your computer. But they've gone a little bit further than that. They also have a function called token generation. So, for example, if I want to send a message to somebody and verify my identity on a forum, I put in a something on the website and I activate generate token. So it makes the regular encryption code for 120 keys. So I can then post that in the forum and make the comments that I want to do. Then take that key generation, put it in their system, and verify if it's really me. You need to click on that link because it could be a phishing link. So it's like a verification sort of proof who you are in the public space. Then you've got instant messaging. So you can actually send another message on the blockchain to somebody else, which is encrypted. Yeah. You killed it. That's
Just putting down also, isn't it?
yeah, that's different.
Web-based, like,
That's right, that's the same.
okay.
So you've got your account balance, forge balance, that is your percentage of the fees from transactions. So how it works is, Bitcoin has mining, but it can be priced with 51% attack. So if you get enough mining power in one space, you can actually double spend on the network. With NXTCoin, you can't do that. You have to own even if you own 90% of the coins in circulation, so that means 950 coins, you would earn more forward balance, but you wouldn't be able to do anything to the network. For the one reason why would you? Because you've got 90% of the coins, so you'd be dropping the value on the whole work in one swoop. So you can't take over the network as such and do payments. Assets. Yeah, asset exchange.
With one asset.
Mine. Okay, so the asset exchange is a bit like an exchange for coins. So NXTCoin now put an asset up to get the community involved so they can have a piece of the action, etc., etc. So I made 100,000 virtual shares. For each share, they get 0.0001% of the transaction fee from the system. So scroll that down a bit. Okay, so here, this is someone selling, and this is someone wanting to buy shares. So it's on the same aspect as here. So within the actual exchange, people can buy and sell things for crowdfund money. So what I did is, just before Pay Expo, my parents were retired, but they got a cafe, traditional breakfast cafe, which transport cafe. So I converted it into NXTCoin. So to do that, because you need to have some things moved for it, decorated, etc. I made a asset exchange with NXTCoin. So the community can buy into that to raise money to open up the business. This is where the community of Next is self-funded. They don't need grants, they don't need loans or anything, because they fund themselves. So the large stakeholders, they actually put bounty down. So guys which have a software or some development which they need to make money for, they can post it on the asset exchange. In my case, I listed asset issuer at 25 NXTCoins for one share. So that's currently 591,000. So that's about $35,000 in total, which is sitting there for people to buy. So these people here are selling for 34. That's good actually. Let's see how. Okay. So 150. So the highest someone is selling their shares at 150 NXTCoins, so that's around £4.50 per share, and he's selling 9,190 coins. Shares, sorry. So that's quite a bit of money. Here's the history of people, what prices they've been buying. So the last one was yesterday, 10 at 28 coins. This one hit 280 at 20. This one's for 7,000. 29.99. So they're buying and selling, trading between themselves on your assets. The asset exchange can also be used like NXTCoin. So if somebody says, oh, well, I want to sell to my NXTCoins, and the other person says, well, I can get Bitcoin, you can't just send them randomly, because otherwise you never get them back to the person right away. So you could actually use the asset exchange as an intermediate by issuing an asset to that person. You can take Bitcoin, because it's had the asset issued to him on the value of the Bitcoin, you still have something to sell and guarantee it. Then you can take in the next one. So it's a little bit like an NXTCoin. One of the guys came up with that idea, and it does seem to work a little bit.
So the interesting thing over there is that this benefits all the network is doing. So if you think about cryptocurrencies, again, what are cryptocurrencies? Cryptocurrencies are based on this concept of a public ledger called the blockchain, where everybody in the network knows about any transaction that happens. So there's a concept of trust being built over there, because one, people can't repudiate against a transaction that happens, and two, everyone has visibility of everything that's happening over there. So once you build that network of trust, what's happening over here is people have said, we've got this public ledger. What else can we use it for? So there's a second generation of services being built up on top of that. And that's what one of the interesting things about NXTCoin is that they've built this as an exchange on top of a blockchain that already exists. So the trust framework is already there. What can we leverage on that? There's a number of different currencies using similar concepts to this. And for example, I heard about a few days ago that's being used for IP exchange, where part of the blockchain is associated with a piece of IP, and that's transferred from one to another. And these are new ideas. And the question is, what else are people going to layer on top of this? Once you've built a system of trust, what else can you do with that? So this asset exchange is something that is quite different.
That's just follow up on what you were saying about what you can do with a blockchain. Is, for example, crypto now. But this is one of the projects they're working on, so it's an email system, like Gmail, etc. It's encrypted. And only if you've got a password, you can get into those emails and store them on the public ledger blockchain. So it's always, it's there, they're never be removed, but you need the password to be able to open the email box up. Without that email, you can't open it up. I think we can.
Buzz?
Need to call them. Yeah, but obviously.
Yeah, did you,
Yeah, we can hear you now. We can hear you.
okay.
So can you take over now?
What exactly are you looking for at the moment? I want to introduce myself. My name is Bas, please. I'm part of the next community. It's one of the things that I always notice when talking to other people is that they are fairly amazed that we don't have a single organization. Next does not have a central organization, but it has grown over time. There are of course several initiatives to structure things. So one of the things that we are very proud of is that compared to other initiatives for the crypto world, we have a very large group of developers. At this moment, I think we have around 20-25 developers working around the clock on different systems. And what might be interesting in second generation version, it's already like we said, you have this technology which basically is very simple. We have an open ledger, and what Next is trying to do and succeeding in several places is trying different things and doing different things that are usable for people. So one of the nice things is that we're very open to third-party developers. People are building things on top of our system, and it's very flexible for that. At this moment, people are building ways to, for instance, exchange other coins for altcoins between themselves, which is not only possible, for instance, by doing that via a trusted exchange, which means that someone can run up with it. And the whole idea of these trusted innovations that we're building to make it as safe as possible. One of the other things, of course, that we're very happy with is that it's ecological sound. Ecological sound always also means cheap in this way, because you don't need to run expensive material using Next. And if people have any idea about the problems that Bitcoin is 5 years, that's a major issue. Do you have any questions for us? That's basically one of the things that we are interested in. And we're very enthusiastic about our system, but do you have any questions for us? That's why we're here.
Hi guys, I just wonder how many developers we've got actively working on the project at the moment.
Can you repeat the question in front of the mic?
Dan's asking how many active developers you have at the moment.
At the moment, we have 20 to 25 active developers. Not all of these people are working on the core. So we have a smaller group of the core developers, but I think overall we also building things on the side, building services, basically also making interfaces so that it's easy to do. I think about 25 something like that. Yeah. If I'm wrong, one of my colleagues think about it.
Any other questions? Baz, do you want to talk? Can you explain what proof of stake means?
Proof of stake. In a very easy explanation is to make a block needs to be secure. And proof of work, Bitcoin does it is by complex calculation. Proof of stake does it based on the coins that people hold. So you need to have a small stake, and the stake can be one coin in the system, and that would allow you to generate blocks and secure the network. This also means that all coins have to be made at the start of the system. Nothing really is a closed system. But because you don't have to do the huge amount of calculation work, it means that you don't need the large computer power that you would need for proof of work. That's a very basic description of proof of stake. In proof of stake, you can say every coin is a small mining unit, which is in proof of work is basically a bit of the graphic.
So in a way, the value is not the cryptographic algorithm; it's the trust that you get between different nodes in the network, right?
It's also cryptographic, but it's based on the point you have. So, of course, every block and every transaction is cryptographically secure.
Okay, a personal question for myself: where do you see Next heading?
In very different ways, because this is one of the things that is also fun about being decentralized. Next as a system is a meritocracy. So if people see something, a whole demand, they can build it. So what I'm seeing happening now, and we also already have some questions about this from banking world, and also from different places, currency to crowdfunding possibilities that we have with the asset exchange is a very interesting thing for startups. So that's one of the things where I see heading. I also think that it can have in a different direction, but this is something that we really work on because we need more partners for that. Just to be easy to use for merchants. But that's an implementation question. I hope, and what I see happening at the moment is that more people who want to create things or have a need one of the questions that they start asking themselves is, okay, is it possible next? And a lot of these things are. And, we can get people into contact with developers who explain which way it should go. So, like lead up to NXTCoin, the mobile thing is a possibility for crowdfunding. We are at the moment creating game. It's a game system on top of that which would allow people to actually earn game money, uh, lots of different things, all based on the trustless system. So I see it growing and developing, and basically a lot of things we cannot even think about yet. Obviously, depends on the people who come up with creative finding ways to work with it in the language.
We have another question. You want to speak into this camera over here, if you don't mind.
Oh, hi, Baz. I noticed your account for the amazing growth over 2 months of NXTCoin, and is it piggybacking on Bitcoin?
Ah, yes. Partly, of course, because high market cap is a bit of a tricky stuff. When you, almost every coin that you see on CoinMarketCap is in the end denominated in Bitcoin. So when you see Bitcoin rise by 4%, you see a lot of these coins also going 4% up. Nice thing is, if you look, for instance, today, you see next going up by 11%, and Bitcoin, I think it was the last time I looked, it was 4%, but the maybe it changed in the last hour already. Probably, of course, this is one of the things that I think any successful cryptocurrency needs to do as a thing in the future to disconnect from Bitcoin and denominated by itself. That's a really difficult thing that needs a lot of people. So it's definitely something, it's one of the reasons we're happy with the Ocon solution, for instance. This allows us to be immediately denominated towards fiat currency. So, yes and no.
Any more questions? One more.
Hi, Baz. I understand the core of Next is open source, but some additional features like transparent forging are closed source. Is the idea that ultimately, once everything is developed, that everything will be open source?
Yes. Everything that is in core and transparent forging will be in the core, will be open source. Everything that is built on top by third parties is up to them. So it could be that a third party develop their own system, which is very useful, but they decide to keep it for source. Of course, within the crypto community, most things tend to go to closed source, to open source. So there is quite some peer pressure to actually be open source everything.
It's quite interesting that the techies in the room have asked the questions, and the non-techies haven't. Do you have any other questions? I'm strong as Steve.
Again, how strong is this encryption book? Can you describe it anymore? How safe is it?
This one I need to pass on to one of my colleagues because that part is not my forte. Let's see. Data. Dirk, can you take this one?
Take the mic off.
You're still muted, Data.
See if he gets his microphone on.
The idea of doing this seminar was to actually get everybody to understand how next coins and use the words. It's not like
and get some of them on Skype so that people can understand how it works. But a lot of them are still correct.
While they're doing that, one of the things that it's an open source model, and you've got a small number of developers. It's a theoretical risk. What would stop this group taking the core away and potentially using that as an opportunity to take control or take control of the current there? Was that something that's against?
Did you hear that? Baz?
Well, one of the things that I can answer the question very generally about that kind of security. The proof of stake system has the same kind of, without transparent reporting, and we call it as the same vulnerability as Bitcoin or any crypto. So that's the famous 51% problem. If someone has 51% of the hashing power, they could theoretically take off the chain creator and double spend coin. In proof of stake, basically that would work the same, but it would mean that you needed to own 51% of all the coins. If you at this moment look at the market cap, which is around 60 million, you would need to acquire more than 30 million of next. That's our system then. But of course, market works. So if you start buying up those amounts, the cost will skyrocket. So this is a very basic safety. Transparent forking has extra safety built in, like if you want to set up an attack on the blockchain, you basically need to fake the blocks. And in this case, transparent forking has systems built in where when this is seen, a node will be shut down from creating new blocks for a big thing. It means that such an attack will not be possible. This allows, theoretically, this would allow 90% safety instead of 51%. I have to be honest with this, that transparent voting is still in development stage. This is not yet implemented. At the moment, it has the same vulnerability as many other cryptocurrencies.
So we've got an answer from Dirk there, which is elliptic curve crypto 25519. I think that is.
Yeah.
I'm not going to click on the link.
Yeah.
I'm going to break the web. Do we have any other questions? Steve, you stand up.
I'm standing up so that I can watch the channels. That hardship is always, if somebody would type in, please respond in terms you can understand.
This is the thing which I have to deal with every day. So it's like encryption, data encryption.
I'd actually like to point out to them, I was coming to one pinstripe series with what's it done. It might be a question. What are you going to do to engender the kind of confidence that's going to make this means of exchange and stuff trustable?
Well, basically, the way cryptocurrency works is all at the minute it's limited to a very small amount of people, which are young people, like fanatics on the internet, people who think they need to be outside of that system, which is quite honestly pretty often, because at the end of the day, they still need to change that coin to be a currency to spend it down the road. So they're still converting back to a bank. So you take into consideration that they say, Bitcoin or cryptocurrency at the end of the banks. Well, unless cryptocurrencies come to the bank 700 trillion or something, then maybe that's true. But they're not really sure banks are going to have so much money. It's just a trust basis and things go along. So it's like with Bitcoin, sets you cash on behalf of merchants. It then opens it up for more people to open their doors to it. The big thing is with cryptocurrencies, so basically governments, the media have made it sound with Bitcoin, and that's why I wanted to say Bitcoin, because of that made a big scale of massive growth, $30 million, drugs, prostitution, whatever. But if you look back on the web, HSBC with the Mexican cartel money, which was hundreds of billions, a small slap on the hand, fine, and then you went to prison. How long did that story actually last in the media? Very long. But if you take something with a cryptocurrency, a very small scale, it's magnified. So because they've magnified it and actually imprinted it into young people's heads, other people's heads, well, this is the way to get around the system. This is how we take our own back. But at the end of the day, they still need to use the bank to convert the currency because there's not enough adoption in cryptocurrency. But soon, like with Bitcoin, my system, and there's a lot of other systems coming out, it will be more for day-to-day use. So, for example, if you need a business card, you'll be distributing 100 next points to your mobile number, and you'll be able to soon go down to the draft coffee shop and buy a cup of coffee and the next points. The reason why we're doing that is so you actually understand how easy it is to use cryptocurrency if it's distributed. So all we're doing is sending out 100 next points to your mobile number. You do the same thing in our coffee shop. It's actually very practical. That's why the whole idea of the seminar was to actually get people from the island to actually see what cryptocurrencies are and what the communities are. Because what you read on the internet is you put in Bitcoin. What you see when you get Bitcoin, some ups and downs and a lot of scandals. So you can send off the wrong message. But there's a lot of other alternative coins out there and communities which work very hard to try and do legal things. We want to have some legal basis, like a legal exchange, currency, work with small businesses, do crowdfunding, starting up businesses. I mean, at the moment on this forum, there's a project, I think, for a first crypto bar. So it's literally buying the bar, raising money, buying the bar as a proper business. So it's they are trying to get into those real world scenarios. So for the translators, who knows? It's only by working with businesses and having users to use the cryptocurrency.
So it also depends on this. This is the nice thing about the decentralization. There are definitely people who want the free ride, but there are also a lot of people who just want to do business. And we live in the world, so we do know that even to protect your investors and your customers, that you need to buy certain things. These things are not bad, and we know this. So this is again the third party story that we get here. There's a demand for services that helps with sort of trust. So luckily, I'm quite certain that if we get people who want to build businesses on top of our blockchain, that they will ask for service for like certification. That's a great thing. And that allows people to get paid for that.
Baz, can I ask a question? Where do you see banks, governments, and other large institutions as part of the ecosystem? Do you see them as a challenge to what crypto is trying to do, or do you see them as partners? Do you see them as help? What's your opinion? That's Baz's opinion.
Yeah, I don't see it depends on how they look. If a government said, okay, we're banning it, then it's really difficult to do anything with that. It would be hard for you to say, okay, then I like that. Although I, from their point of view, I probably personally understand it, but I think it's short-sighted because this internet phenomenon always has shown over time that they won't go away.
Yeah, hang on, Baz. Let me give an example. Putin banned Bitcoin. Well, let's put it this way. 10% of the population of Russia have smartphones and have internet. Guess what? Even bad, people say it's bad. They've got to switch off all the internet. You have to switch off all the mobile phones, switch off all the internet in the houses if you want it back. Because you can download an application like the wallet, which we just have on the phone, and you can send a transaction. It's decentralized. You can't stop it. The more you push against it, the more it's going to push back. That's common logic for young people nowadays, people myself. I've worked in telecom business in the States, so I have people probably getting money from Brazil, and dealing with Brazilians. I get loads of business, but it's hard for them getting money. It's all Brazilian. And guess what? I just told them to buy cryptocurrency and send me the cryptocurrency to pay the bills. Problem solved.
Well, it gives us an intermediate. The other companies think that. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, I can.
Okay. The other companies think interest is we just said that this means of exchange will bounce 11% in a few hours. That doesn't seem to me to be particularly confident.
It goes up and down. So, you can actually say that I've just come back from Ukraine. My son's gone to Ukraine. My son's back there. After 2 months. Guess what? I saw that price drop 100%. That's the prices of medical treatments go from $3 up to $14. So that's how much. 300% of the value of what you've got to buy, and if the currency is just gone by 40%, that's a hell of a big drop. So, I mean, yeah, okay, so it's just dropped 1.2, some of the Bitcoin has dropped 0.2, but yeah, currency is just the same, stock markets is the same, they can drop crash, but it's just something you benefit. One of the things is right now, NXTCoin now is going down, but that's because people want it to go down because they want to buy more of it, and that's when it starts going up. I know of a few businesses which need to buy a large amount of NXTCoin, because in their business profile, they have to store the coin for dealing with their customers because they're going to do payment processing and it's a particular currency. So they're going to have to buy a reasonable stockpile. So not $10 of it, they're going to be needing a few $100,000 of it. So any normal trader is not going to be buying straight away, it's going to be trying to manipulate the market. If you're trading, you know that. So it's that.
I think the volatility is due to the size of the market at the moment. These are growing markets.
Next isn't adopted like Bitcoin into shops. I mean, Bitcoin has a very up and down case scenario because of the size of its value. So, I mean, it can go from, what was it, $470 yesterday, and it's $570, now it's $653. That's a big jump. But when you're talking micro cents, or somebody who's just got a few $100, it makes no difference. And that's the whole point of Next, is to make it flexible for the general public, not a commodity as like super enormous fluctuation. I mean, if Next gets to $1 in the next 6 months, that's where it should stay $1, $1.35. I mean, it's the same thing I'm working on for the Ukraine called Ukraine. And it's the Ukraine coin currency. One of the aspects to Next is this coin is a profit of Bitcoin, but I just think it comes on the next blockchain. I don't have to have a big expensive network to keep it running. So I'm eliminating the big costs already. But the coin's already pre-mined 7 million coins. Now, I'm going to distribute those coins to everybody's cell phone in Ukraine. Equally distributed. We already worked it out that the core value should hopefully be about $1.35. We're not going to make any net up there, but we're going to give them something which they don't have. And because we can to them on a system they already know, which is like they can pay rent money, etc. On their phone, they will use it to buy from each other, which means they get a bit of a cash supplement boost to their economy. So if you take 7 billion coins and at $1.85, that's $9 billion. That's more than actually the US and the EU are combined.
Ukraine is an interesting case.
So it's about showing that a simple crypto coin can actually do a lot more for an economy if it's used correctly and giving it directly to the people. Now, because you're giving it equally to each person, you're not having a big supply of them in one place so that they can go and sell it and drop the price because it's in small amounts. Those small amounts being sold are not enough to drop the price unless someone starts buying them all up, and that will take them a while. And obviously you can't sell it to kids, you can't give them to kids, so it's only people like over the age of 18 to 45. 14% of the population of Ukraine has smartphones, and 40% of the country have internet access over the age of 14. So the logical option is to send it to their phone number, because they don't need the internet or application. So if my case little study works for Ukraine, what are my next countries up and target? Reinstituting a second economy to help them. It doesn't matter if they get 3 cents a coin or $1 a coin, because it's a lot more than they've already got. And it gives them balance. I've already been approached by some consultants from the American country wanting to make a coin, but they couldn't get their heads around how do we do it without the internet? Your phone number. Because they use micropayments in Africa. And because they got so much rushing, it's a better option for people to actually be able to spend via mobile. And also, the second thing is, a cashless country has less time. You take Denmark, for example, a few years back, one of the news websites, I think it was CNN or something, one of the ministers was lobbying for a cashless country, that you use your mobile phone, digital money. Why? Because your son got that 3 times a month. It's that simple. So in actually Denmark, you can buy from a vending machine with normal money, and a vending machine. Their crime ratio dropped for street money by quite a huge percentage, because what you're going to drop somebody they've got nothing in their pocket. Just to make money, you can't take money off the phone, sell the phone, you don't get the money. So the phone gets locked, so I've got good money for it, and you have to drop the payment, sorry. But then, banks don't need to have as much money. So bank robberies drop. It's something like 130 bank robberies a year, and then the following year, because they started to move over, they went down to 19, so they dropped by 100 bank robberies. So if you take Nigeria, for example, where there's a lot of bank robberies and petrol and shops, if it's cashless, it's more convenient to less crime, less corruption. People can use it freely. That's why micropayments in Africa are much more successful, like we pay later. It's very successful for local people. Micropayments on the bank. Send some money, $50, yeah, twice an hour, make it all bank. And you'll see this country, that's the money we can't do.
Other countries, your account name is your mobile phone number. So what would happen in these situations, for example, if you are in a business and you had telephone to that account, or if you're changing, you're moving to another country and you have to change numbers?
Well, basically, how to design a system, you can make names, ID, so you can do texting. One of the case scenarios which we were looking at is, if you're a woman and you're going into a bar and you want to pay by phone, you don't want to die behind the bar. So you can make an ADS ID. In the account, yes, you'll be able to have multiple numbers, but there will be always one, which is going to be the main number, because it's always that verification. So if somebody wants to use my system to create a crime, for example, or use NXTCoin to do it, really because they're going to lose. Why? Because if you throw the SIM card away, you can't use that account anymore, because you need to go through the verification. So if you start changing your phone number on my system, it'll flag up. So you'll be blocked. Because it's guaranteed that the police will start saying, so this guy's doing a crime. I know there's messages on this phone using your system, and you can record them. So we can comply with all those type of things. If it's connected to a bank or to another financial service, they've got the KYC. So I really don't think it's wise to use our system to commit crime with cryptocurrencies. The whole idea is to connect financial services to a bridge which enables cryptocurrencies to connect to the fiat world so they can trade and small transactions, to the fiat world so they can trade and small transactions. What we're looking at transactions up to $500, like shopping, going and buying some clothes or computers or something, nothing bigger than that. So yeah, I mean, you can have multiple numbers, but if you're a business, it can be the same as PayPal. You don't need to use the phone number, it could be an email address, it's the same setup, it's all built in as well. But yes, you can use the phone number. So if you're a business and you've got 5,000 employees traveling all over the world, where you can load money from your account to their account. So like they prepay card company cards, it's not all of those. No, that phone number would be, yeah, so, well, if you wanted to make a transaction, yes, but if it is a specific number, I mean, if you're a business, you would have one account for that. If it's multiple things, you could coordinate how you want to. I mean, logically, you wouldn't have one account for multiple businesses. Because obviously, we wouldn't do KYC check if you're a merchant, if you want to know what your business profile is. So we're already trying to be in step with regulations because that's what we did 4 years ago. The only thing is you can't regulate cryptocurrency. You can't not regulate. So you can regulate the person, but we're trying to keep it so it's anonymous and in the areas of regulations. So it's, you get them both together and encourage them slowly to work together. As I've always said, the example with the Iron Man, they should focus on exchanges, regulating people, starting the exchange up, let them have bank accounts, let them do the KYC, because at the end of the day, guys which have cryptocurrencies need to change into cash. Right now, most of the guys are just using like BTN, changing it to Bitcoin, and then they go on to another place where they sell the coins and buy down the road, cash or whatever. So you're pushing it into a different sector when you're trying to bring them back. So the Iron Man is actually the best opportunity right now to start pulling in the cryptocurrencies into the real world, into a legal entity, and it's a name with security. So it's like how we sustain the different points. It's having Iron Man to regulate exchanges. Enabling people to convert to cash.
Question. Are you saying therefore with an advantage people with exchanges to come here and say we are ready?
Yeah, you can definitely get a bank account. The problem is you can't get a bank account outside, it's very hard if you do, and you might get shut down. There's only very few exchanges which do cash. So you've got NXTCoin, which is registered in Bulgaria, Russian owned, I think, and its banking is in Cyprus. So there you've got a few other exchanges. So if you started off here in the unknown by proper, correct, regulated exchanges, you'll find that the coins will be accepted in their Netherlands, not Spencer's as a method of payment, because they know that their money can be converted and regulated and within the legal parameters to get their money to fiat. Right now, you can't go up to Marks and Spencer and say, hey, can you just go onto this Hong Kong exchange and actually get it? You can't do that. Marks and Spencer's isn't definitely noticed. That's why with Dogecoin, what they've done is they've created their own marketplace exchange and they block the price and then they sell it. But even for their business to be projected how even further, the marketplace needs more exchanges because even as their business grows, their exchange still needs to sell to other exchanges to bring in revenue. So it's the same thing with e-gaming, really. Cryptocurrencies and e-gaming, big business. I was over in Malta for 6 weeks. Spoke to the Maltese regulators and they said, no, you can't take Bitcoin on a platform, otherwise we'll take a license away. So I said, okay, so if I don't apply for a license, so credit card processing, etc., do I have Bitcoin there? Yeah, you can. Well, obviously you're saying that it's not illegal then. Oh, we don't care if you don't apply for a license. It doesn't matter. Just host it outside the law. Gibraltar, though, that's the sort of. That is like, they've got to talk about cryptocurrencies. They don't want to know. They're great to find out what's going to happen. So it's, well, the Iron Man it's made a very big success in e-gaming. issue types of exchanges and allow e-gaming companies to make cryptocurrencies. And that will bring more companies here with jobs. E-gaming brings jobs. Cryptocurrencies will not bring jobs to Canada. I mean, I know quite a few developers. I mean, I've been here 15 days and I've got work to actually mine because I have got private domain equity every night because I'm bored. And I'm very bored. I've only got drinking and casino. And everyone tells me to make the teas out. I don't know what to do with that. So I'm lovely to try to get it in. But same, in water, I could see developers going there. It water is not going to be an opportunity because it's the sun, parties, it's those and night life. Yeah, you need to have e-gaming guys.
I think we should send road defence. There's a world-class museum this kind of street.
It's like, actually, I was out with some of the submarine guys which were over here the other day saw the armed forces down, getting drunk with them in the centre. That was the highlight of my actual
You want to
stay.
drink with four? That's your
Well, you know, there were submarines there, but you know.
Right, yeah,
And the loaded man's other forces. They'd made those.
I think I want to finish up with Lee's point over there. What you're saying, the malls and which you brought is the mall is still in play in cryptocurrency.
Yeah, the reporting is very strict. I mean, when I was with that, I spoke with that K-Expo, it was like, you wouldn't think that they're actually a regulator, you would think they're actually the army. Everything is pristine, clean on how they walk, they talk, everything's a paper, it's been placed, like, the league gets a little bit moved on the table, they've got to straighten it up. They don't catch up very soon, and they can be very aggressive with regulations on crypto if they do go into that area. Jersey, all the businesses, local businesses have made a big move. They're now calling Jersey Bitcoin Island. But the businesses, you've got gymnasiums, hotels, restaurants, bars, all except in crypto. And guess what? Jersey regulators are a bit slow. Ireland's regulators are pretty much faster. So the local businesses here don't take crypto. Like the regulator, but the regulators are faster. But the Jersey's the other way around. Local businesses already take all crypto, but the regulators, well, you don't know yet.
Just like, so say someone gains some cryptocurrency, how would actually practice to pound those in?
That's what I'm saying about the IMF. It needs to welcome exchange.
How did you take it in Jersey? I'm just going to keep those cryptocurrency.
They'll sell them through local bitcoins and it's like an escrow. So what you do is you sign up in Jersey. If you don't find anyone on the island who's from the UK, it will automatically find up someone in the UK. And you look for someone who can do a bank wire. And so you just escrow it, say, right, well, I want to sell 10 bitcoins. So you have to wait for you guys to reply. Yeah, okay, I'll send you your money. Once he's made the payment, he sends you a message, the system says, check to see if you receive payment. And you can check bank again. But in Jersey, there, if you're doing a bank wire, sometimes it's not instant, it can take a bit longer. So to get your money, it could take a day or two.
So at the moment, it's really a novelty thing, because if you're going to put, you have to pay them the bill in real pound sterling. So that's a novelty thing that takes some cryptocurrency. In practice, you don't go for very long. Well, to be a mechanism to
At the moment,
ease
I think there's nothing much with them at this point.
I'll tell you,
But the more it's spread, you can actually, you can start using that value to do other things.
yeah, and
You
if
can pay
you've got money
suppliers.
that can exchange it, it's going to accept it. It's actually proven that voting stock in America, they got like 10 or so 15% increase in business money related to Bitcoin. But on the point of beer cup, the most expensive beer in the world, do you know how much that was? 3,000 times that price. Someone in the UK paid 3,000 bitcoins for beer. So that's
That was the first bit.
I'll just think that now. He must be regretting it. Say, someone paid, I think it was 1,800 bitcoins for his pizza. That's a pizza. But that was in the early days. That's like a sense of Bitcoin. So when you think about it now, I've just paid 3,000 bitcoins for a beer. My stupidity, I'm living in Monte Carlo.
retailer or the buyer?
Oh, I'd say that retailer was smart to take those 3,000 bitcoins.
At that point in time, the market price of Bitcoin was not what it is today.
Peanuts.
So there's a speculative element to it, because you could buy the next coin today and it could be worth £1 million tomorrow, and it could be worth nothing tomorrow.
Yeah, in November it was, when I first actually got involved in crypto, a friend of mine was saying that buy some new bitcoins, I bought 126 of them. I started buying them over £10. I'm like, I don't need that, it's like carbon credits, it's not money, whatever, forget it. I didn't pay any attention to them because that's £10. Then he got up to £80 and said, look, buy some, I'll buy 4.5, so it's like 350 quid. Thing is, it's woke up the next morning, and find out that like 4.5 bitcoins were now worth, I think it's £480 each. So I sold them right away, and I started to make cryptocurrencies. Well, payment system. That's the thing. So
is there a system of consumer protection that will not credit card companies operate? On what version of frames you're in the big cloud on the isolated piano, on the limits that are removed for credit card transactions? So I was on my way to France from here, and in England, I went to buy a sandwich at the rest of the bar, and I can say, the cashier charged me the first 8 digits of my credit card. Clearly that transaction was reversed, because that was a clear mistake. They have a system of reversing mistakes to have the same system and do actual mistake.
with credit cards and fiat currency, that's a different thing. That's the big thing. You can reverse transactions. With cryptocurrencies, you can't. But that's why with our system it has to have that verification. So it does give like the merchant and the consumer some protection in case their phone is stolen or whatever. So basically, the big thing is chargeback businesses. If you talk to a big business, online business, the first thing they can load out is chargebacks and the fees that follow. So they've a dropshipping company, for example, yeah, they can send money out, they send their products out. Consumer says, hang on a minute, we've got companies, no, I've got to receive it. Well, it's not what I ordered. So it's 20% out, postage, and chargeback fees. The's nothing to stop them from using MasterCard and consumer if they're like that. Or if you maybe he really want to turn up and to get, but most of the time now people got used to the chargeback credit cards. They know they can get money. I know a few guys which make a very healthy living from chargebacks. They spend a lot of money and reverse it. Get a nice TV and get some people to say it's never arrived. So with crypto, what people like about that is there is no chargeback, but that's also a risk. Because once it's sent, you can't get it back. So if you make a mistake, like for example, if I send 500 bitcoins or 10 bitcoins, I'm going to lose $6,500 if the address is not correct.
But the question about this game is that we get the same first 8 digits.
But yeah, it was the system that
messed
it up, not made a
Well, basically, it's in crypto, you can make human error. I mean, where cryptocurrency right now, it's for wallet, yeah? So you've got to manually put them in yourself. So that could be human error. Unless it's like a GoCoin or BitPay where it's a shopping cart, and it comes up and says, right, you've got to pay X, Y, Z amount of Bitcoin, we deduct it from your account because you have an account with them. It's like PayPal, yeah? So you look at that system, so that would be there, would be the system error. Same with our system. The system calculates all fiat currency to NXTCoin. So, for example, I'm here today, I go down to Java, I put 299, so I put 299 GB, yeah? So it will calculate that conversion. If I go to France, I put 299 euro, it will come out the euro. But if you send the wrong amount, that's not my responsibility. If the merchant takes it, well, with cryptocurrency, you can't reverse it.
If there's a contract for $299 and $299, yeah.
If what system is
Is there any law that applies?
that's the whole point of trying to get it regulated a bit in the payment processing side. Because right now, no. I don't have to do anything on my system to comply to that because nobody's told me to. and try to get it so that it is that way.
So
It exists, but you've got to make it available for the consumer, not available for the merchant. The biggest advantage with the merchants is they don't get chargebacks to lower fees. I mean, even if I use fiat currency on my system and I partner with a bank or mobile network or financial institute, because you're not using the fees on my network, it's 1% on my system, so they can still charge 0.5%. So they can charge 1.5%, and they don't have the chargeback also with the verification.
Well, the difference clearly in consumer confidence, I as a consumer have a choice whether to go out of the credit card operator or the supplier of the service.
If it was fiat currency, with crypto, it's not regulated, it's decentralized.
Well, do you want to be regulated?
Yeah, but it's not going to happen overnight, that's the problem. It's going to happen in baby steps. You have to start at one point and then branch out.
So we see that was the first thing to the regulation.
So yes, so you've got the first stage, which is the anti-money laundering regulation. You ask pretty much the same questions that banks ask about their identity.
The problem is with crypto, it's anonymous. You can't prove any of that.
At this stage, it's been previously.
Where the cryptocurrency come from, it's like, I'm having a Bitcoin. I'm lucky enough to put 500,000. Now, if he starts to declare that to his tax, he might not actually know my real name. I might just do something on the forum, talk to him under the abbreviation, but I actually send it from a wallet, which is a code, yeah? A serial number. So he's got 500%. He's now got to answer this question of, yeah, I've got 500,000 Bitcoins, I'm working out X, Y, Z. One problem is he's got to prove his wealth and declare what he's earned or where it's come from. He can't. All he can do is speculate and say that sorry, it comes from this number. He doesn't say who's behind it. So on that side of money laundering and everything else,
This is a claim of the industry.
it's
Yes, I think that this is the positive regulation which a lot of companies have not in practice. That's pretty much without the averaging mistakes to be done. The second stage, what does the industry think about this consumer protection, generating consumer confidence?
that's why it's a payment processor, so that you have to go in, get paid, store what they put in place.
But correct me if I'm wrong, consumer protection is unrelated to the way I pay for something. If I pay cash or if I pay my credit card, consumer protection covers this is a relationship between me and the person providing the service for me, regardless of who I pay for it.
Oh, yes, except with one added protection with the credit card.
The credit card is
It would have been, in this particular example, I have had a choice to get say, Mastercard or Express or transaction. That would be much easier for the credit card.
Yeah, you can charge it back to them now.
Because the kind of this.
I think perhaps we make more comparison comparing the phone with the cryptocurrency with the credit card, and I think you should have cash.
Yeah.
If you're on the merchant train and you give the guy the $2 in cash for your coffee, then you might not do that.
They might say
But if you know you're using cash.
Yes, it would depend on my evidence and receiving giving cash. Yeah.
it's like you can go to the bar, give them $2
The receipt said a first eight digits of the credit card number. So
Every one should use
assume that the receipt would have said $2 in cash for a sandwich.
I think in this case,
Assume that
it's cash. And perhaps you wouldn't use it very often because you realize it's cash.
I'm really addressing, I'm really addressing what does the industry think about regulation. Such situations can arise. So how far do you want to go down along the second stage of regulation? Clearly, anti-money laundering regulation, everybody agrees with the second stage.
It's
too another opinion on the
it's too early now for it's too early days for cryptocurrency to be at that level.
Baz, are you there?
Slowly regulated.
Yes, I'm here.
What's your view on regulation, cryptocurrencies?
Well, like I already said, things like know your customer and anti-money laundering are basically not only just regulation, it's also part of common sense. So I'm a merchant myself in real life, and I like to protect my customers too. So I don't see any reason why not.
do you want to be regulated beyond the first stage?
No. I could be, that could be, could someone near the microphone translate that for me?
Hi, Das. The question is, a lot of countries have introduced this first stage regulation, which is the anti-money laundering regulation. So that's pretty much a done deal and not in dispute. The debate is about the second stage, where an additional layer is introduced. For example, credit card companies have brought, cited an example of analogy, agreed to introduce additional layer of consumer protection. They agreed to take responsibility, say, for reversing mistaken transactions.
Yeah.
Banks agreed to provide capital adequacy requirements. That's an additional protection. So the banks, it's harder for the banks to fail. Do you want to be regulated at this second stage? And so, what is the trade-off you're willing to give to generate consumer confidence?
Well, first, I am also not next, so I can make decisions for it, but I can speak from my point of view, where I come from within next. Is what is important is for us to grow to is that people trust us, so they know their money doesn't get lost, they know their contracts will be honored. Actually, a few of these things are actually codable into cryptocurrencies themselves. There are several second-generation systems that are working with smart contracts, which, for instance, mean that it's impossible to get paid. Like we set the one-way ticket, like it's irreversible payment. That's not necessarily true. We are working, for instance, on a system where both you and the merchant or the counterparty needs to agree to the transaction before anything is happening with the cryptocurrency. So these things can be coded within the cryptocurrency itself. And then it's about contracts and about making them binding. And I think that's, well, we're not the only one. A lot of people are thinking about those things. It's called smart contracts. I don't know if that answers the question for the second stage, so that's the first thing that pops into mind for me.
Okay, well, contract is not necessarily, well, will there be compulsory terms in the contract imposed by this stage 2 regulation? Is that something you would agree to? Is that the level at which you would accept more regulation?
Basically, hang on a minute, that's basic right now, yeah? It's very early days for crypto. It's now starting to go mainstream to the marketplace. The pioneers like BitPay, like NXTCoin, and a few others, they have to do the KYC checks because they're handling their currency. But on the other side of cryptocurrency, so like for example my system and many other systems, there is no way you can impose something so soon because consumers won't use the system. The idea is to encourage people to use the system and slowly bolt on rules and regulations so that they get used to the systems and they get used to using it and the merchants get used to accepting currency. As you go, when it gets more and more in the mainstream, then it gets covered. It's like overstock, they accept Bitcoin. So in their terms and conditions, they're going to have like this issue, oh, if we overcharge you, sorry, we need to refund you. So that parts it down to the merchant. If it's down to the system which is in the middle, the payment gateway, then it would be obviously liable. But that's actually coming down to their terms and conditions.
Also, an important part of this is cryptocurrencies depend on people using it. So that's why top-down regulation is completely impossible within is intrinsically impossible in cryptocurrency because the cryptocurrency exists as long as people let their computers let it exist. So, for instance, if our developers, our small team of 4 developers, would do something that would really disappoint the majority of people running computers for Next, these people would say, "Oh, so happy that didn't do it." And the next system as it exists would effectually disappear. So that's why it is a strength because it protects the system and makes it impossible to hack in that way. But also, it could be seen as a weakness because movements within such a large group, as anyone who knows who's been in large meetings, decision making in large groups is slow. So these things tend to get talked over and need a very large platform of people who see value in it, and then we will get it accepted. So that's why an easy answer is difficult for this one.
Okay, so in a way, it's sort of the market will decide.
Can I take the answer then as no, not yet? You don't do it too much to a stage population. You don't want any more requirements.
But there is no requirements really at the minute. So
No, what I mean is the proposal is
so
it was licensed. What
At the
the license say?
At the moment, there's no government law. There is only
the only governing law is if you get people like kids or state central joint central bodies saying they're banning it, but they can never ban it.
there is
So
a right between parties.
yeah. So like the IMF has made a very bold move saying yes, we want to work with crypto. It's really, it depends on how the IMF handles it, but if I was personally the IMF, I'd go to the exchanges and e-gaming. You already used to e-gaming, encourage e-gaming companies to accept crypto. Encourage the exchanges here to convert and have their currency bank accounts so they can exchange money so the e-gaming companies can convert it. By doing that, you're actually taking a lot of crypto coins out of space and moving around, which then means that you can see how people use them, the volumes they spend, the size of transactions within gambling, for example. Then you can start working on regulating and saying, hey, right, but you can only have this certain list, you want this KYC check, you can do it in crypto. So you do it slowly, because if you go too heavily, you just push them on the ground. They're already. But isn't somebody working on a poker, next poker?
Yes.
Okay, so that's happening on the blockchain, isn't it? Decentralized.
Yeah.
So now the thing is with a normal poker game online, normally you've got that person, by his IP address, his identity, his bank cards, having one account. This is my argument to cryptocurrency decentralization. Because you can make a poker room or a decentralized system, there is no limit to how many accounts you can open. So that means you can have 10 people in the game, but there might just be one sacker on his own. It might be 9 accounts, might just be me, paying just me myself against the stack up. Or there might be 3 accounts, I've got another code with 3 accounts, another code with 3 accounts. So the whole point of decentralization is to give freedom to people, but they do have limitations in what they want to do. So, for example, I'm going to speak about the thing I hate so much. It's the digital shop, which next is going to be in testing phase with. The problem is, with digital shop, it means you put something on the blockchain that you can't remove it, and you don't know what's being put on there. So it can open up a lot of problems. I'm very against it, because it could be sort of broken like that, which defeats the whole aspect of what I'm trying to do with financial institutes and crypto to bring them slowly together to meet and match in the middle. At the end of the day, people still need to change their cryptocurrencies to fiat currency. So they still need to bank account. So it's just about how you can make that one bridge, then you can make the regulations. So for merchants, I met with John Spellman last week, and we discussed about small transactions. Small transactions don't really matter, £1 or £2, coffee or lunch or whatever. But over a certain amount, yes, you need to look at it, because it could be for drugs, it could be for prostitution, or it could just be very difficult. You don't know, so there has to be certain things in place. So I was trying to explain to them about a phone number is something that's for identity. They've not really had to use that system, but you need to encourage people to use these types of systems to a process for the very same purpose of what you're saying about transactions, I'm going to get my money back. So it has, you've got a blockchain ledger, then you've got a system that provides security in transaction like these MasterCard, so you can make merchants have clauses, but you can't impose them. And the regulators, because there is no regulation yet, they can't impose nothing yet too soon because of all that happens is crypto world will make a new law. They'll make something even bigger to get around the system. Because they just see, oh, this is tyrant trying to control my life. And that is how crypto started. Freedom of people. Outside the system, not controlled by a bank. So it's like, yeah, it's just a little egg against the tax system. I mean, yesterday I was at some little rates legion listening about tax, and I found it very interesting that this guy actually saying that the Isle of Man needs to use its 0% corporate tax and stop being a safe haven. So I started to think to myself, well, wait a minute. You're getting companies bringing money here, setting up here, they are bringing jobs. You take away that, they'll leave to somewhere else. Then how many people on the other land are not going to have jobs? Because I don't see exactly Toshiba setting up a factory here. You know? You don't have the land to do this. You don't have, you might have something, but you're not going to be able to, I mean, 2% earning unemployment on this one. But that's because you've got e-gaming companies, customer services, and financial services, so they do provide jobs. So you're taking people who work in that type of industry, then you're going to take that business away. So I'm not thinking, for me, 0% tax makes no difference with my system, because I wouldn't have anybody working here. It doesn't bother me. But I was thinking, well, hang on a minute, this guy is really trying to push tax and more tax. And that's why people make cryptocurrency. People like him. Yeah, but I can look at it from the aspect of the Isle of Man. Take away that little safe haven, as they call it, you lose a lot of jobs because no one's looking at businesses here. You might not get great at getting jobs, but you will take away enough jobs of people making good money, going and spending in bars, restaurants. So those bars and restaurants then don't make as much money, so they won't need as many workers. So it's a very big domino effect. That's why it's the tax idea was really good. Someone actually asked about cryptocurrency. But I was with John, and he said to me, no, don't mention cryptocurrency. Because he doesn't even know it exists. And I said, well, no, this guy's talking about 1980, 1990, we're in 2010. I actually want to close him down and make him be quiet. Because if I do want to put text cash now here, I'm not going to be at 0% tax. Why would I do that? The only reason I would put text cash now here on the island is so I can sign agreements with financial institutes because the island is a banking island. So I get credibility.
In terms of the regulation, turning that around, what would you like to see the Isle of Man providing with that? Presumably regulation will impose rules, but in order to give confidence, it needs to stand behind people being regulated.
It's all about the bank, really. Everyone, the big story you hear is about banks. Banks are being threatened by cryptocurrency. Guess what? I'm I was speaking to a few of the banking guys, and they're like, when the regulators actually decide what we're going to do, we might start playing with cryptocurrency. Why? Because they're playing with fiat currency. They're trading it, they're arbitraging it, and they're taking people's assets. So what? They used to take an illegal one. What's Silicon Valley? The biggest one on the planet. Hang on a minute, let's come up with an idea of software which never actually goes to market. But hang on a minute, let's get a load of people company in 400 or 500 million. And then the company's got it doesn't have another one as well. That's Silicon Valley stuff. The thing is, digital currency hasn't been started getting bigger than the dot-com bubble.
Do you think that people are using it now? If they want it anonymous, well, when you in a regulatory system, it ceases to be anonymous because you have to produce your KYC. So you've got one. I'm thinking ahead. I can see a model becoming that there'll be a regulated market, but the people who are using it now won't probably be using it. There'll be different people using it. It'll be
the general consumer using it, right? You know, 0.001% using it, but these guys want the shops start using it, see the regulator and the government says use it. But the people they will use it. The people actually new people pushing it forward now, probably in 10 years' time, what with the ones who are using the regulator systems, they don't want to be secret, but it won't be secret. That is such a very small percentage. Yeah. The amount of people using cryptocurrency right now is 0.0005% of the population, because of 99.9998 of the population don't even know what cryptocurrency is. And like earlier on, I was saying about signing on, what was it, Google, wasn't it, the Google thing? They're saying about Android, and Google's coming out working with some manufacturers of $100 handset for a market which doesn't have handsets, which is South America, Africa, Middle East, Russia, Asia. Yeah, there's 5 billion people there, and only 10% have smartphones. So that's capping Google's market cap at about 5 billion to 10%. So if you take into consideration that users, yeah, there's a big vast base of them all over the world. Someone in Africa doesn't care about regulations. He cares about buying a foot bread or buying something because they don't have regulations. So they'll be the last ones to catch up. And the thing is, they would rather use cryptocurrency or cashless way, like Vodafone and Payza, because of they can't get caught by the government or blackmail. They're so small that they don't care. Yeah? When you're not in South Africa, you used to have something in Southampton, you used to sit there with a knife and a baseball bat because you had to get stuck in traffic, and if the baseball was switched to power, traffic lights get stopped, you're there for 3 hours. So you can get somebody who comes right out of the brick and sets through the net to take a chewing gum. That is how stupid it was. These people don't care all they can move their money around small chunks. That percentage for what's being anonymous, it's very minute. If you open it up for businesses, it takes away that effect. If you embrace it more, it takes away the negative part which they've been building over the past few years, like Russia, who is banning it, China, and then you've got the US government, which basically every person you have fears in case they come after you, and US people are just so scared. But it's not the US are buying that cryptocurrency and storing them because they're waiting for US dollars to go shop. They're gonna, if they've got a cryptocurrency, they're going to have something more than $1 because their economy's going to be turned up. I mean, I don't know if you've heard about the US Post Office now. Obama's announced that the post office is going to start doing microloans, payday loans. Why? Because in the private sector in the US, all these companies which do your payday loan or borrow some money against your paycheck next week are making so much money that he's getting the post office to do the same thing. Well, that's not the smartest move. The post office is actually one of the most stable, secure money locations in any country. You can put their savings there, right? Because it doesn't do the same things as a bank in so many ways. But you don't go out to the bank, post office, and start giving loans because it's going to be in the same situation as a bank. So that's going to be another big negative. Because people are now going to go to the post office, get a small loan because they can't get any more loans from anywhere else because they're already loaned up to the deal. So he's giving people and the post office, go to the post office and you make sure you give them another 10,000 bucks. Doesn't make you can't pay it back. So what does that mean? It's destroying the economy even more. So people are buying cryptocurrencies as their saving points. Same thing, many of the yanks buy silver, gold, and sit on it. They're buying, that's their mentality there, it's getting a bit stupid. Guys are converting dollars to Swiss francs because they get very quick to go on. So cryptocurrency for some people, and that's why they want to stay anonymous. It's like there is actually developers in cryptocurrency I know 2 of them, and I know their names. I know their phone numbers. They will never ever share their name or phone number or anything or email with anybody. They have their fake names, fake emails for the forwards to the crypto world because they're so scared to be arrested. And they don't do anything illegal. That's the best part. They just do development. They develop, one of them's worked on most coins, and one of them's worked on source code for some other programs, but they're just too scared, and that's genuinely people. So the governments like the US, which put fear into people, same thing with e-gaming, really, you want that to do e-gaming, blah, blah, blah. Hey, hang on, I've got Las Vegas Casino, I've got to dump $500 million into that centre's pocket over there to make sure that nobody does online gaming here, because it's going to make Las Vegas lose money, so no one comes to Las Vegas something because of online. So you've got to think in that aspect.
Las Vegas not the only reason.
Yeah, no, yeah, Las Vegas is still big fire. That's because this is a company that
Well, guys, I'm going to bring this to a close. And thank you, Lee, for your time. Thank you for your insights. Thank you, Baz.
No problem.
Thank you, Elizabeth, for being online. Thank you, everyone, for turning up. I hope that this generated a whole bunch of questions in your mind. Because cryptocurrency is here, it's not going away. And the more we learn about it, the more we learn how to use it, the more opportunities we find in it, the easier it will be for us to go forward. So thank you for your time. Hope you have a good night, and thank you, everyone. I'm sure you will get more questions. So what do you guys like to solve? So this is Miles. Miles, you didn't actually make the Bitcoin, JCC one. Yes. I didn't get the preference because that's where I like it. I get one out of yeah, something different. Yeah.
I can send you just make sure you look I know
Johnson. You're not very banal. Oh, this was the best part. He talked about how bananas. And he said, well, let's say you just run it. And he said, but then he used make some mistake
Yeah. Which is a crash group. I have a credit card with safety. Well, yeah, it's not He's the type of person.